Welcome back to another edition of The Week in Metal. It is week 12, March 18th through March 24th. Now, this week I checked out 25 new releases, and I'm going to recommend 4 of them. So, first up, this album I've actually mentioned before, but it was re-released this week, so I'm going to talk about it again. And that is Quiet River. Used to be Mirage, now it's Nouvel Mirage. This is a new version of the album, shorter. Honestly, don't know all the changes. Different cover artwork, for sure. This is Blackened heavy metal. It's traditional heavy metal, heavily inspired by Iron Maiden. All right, so imagine Iron Maiden with a black metal vocalist. It's amazing. And I think you should check it out. So yeah, it's on Bandcamp. I should mention, I forgot to mention, I didn't write any notes. I got no notes for this one. I'm going by memory. One-man project from Italy, Luke Vincent. He's got it on Bandcamp. Name your own price. So what I'd like you to do, if you like what you heard, go to Bandcamp, name your own price. Tell him Brian sent you. I don't know. That'd be cool. See what happens. I only have 362 subscribers. Not that I'm counting. So I don't have a huge reach yet. But, check it out. It's all I'm asking. Links in the description to Bandcamp for all 4 of these that I'm going to talk about. Next up is Head of the Baptist, the Pyre of Equivalence. This is Blackened Death Crust, 4-piece from Belgium. Now, I wrote nothing else down, so you're not going to get much other than it's really good. It's fast, kind of unrelenting, Check it out. Next up is Hellcrash, Demonic Assassination. Now, this is their second album. I've run across their first album, and I didn't write down the name. Run across it like every distro has their first album, it seems like, because I recognize the cover. Awesome cover. I'll show it real quick. Awesome cover. This is their first album. I've seen that album. Don't ever remember checking it out. Don't remember. So I'm listening to Hellcrash for what I believe is the first time. They're a 3-piece from Italy. Lyrical themes: Satan, hell, destruction, and metal. So they got to be awesome, right? So I start listening for the first time. And my first impression was, they're all right. They're all right. Are they good enough to put on the list? I don't know. I got to listen to more. I got to keep listening. So, track 4, Satan's Crypt, starts. And when the track starts off, I'm like, wow, that sounded just like Venom for a second. You know how that happens where you'll hear something like for a few seconds, that sounds exactly like Venom kind of thing, I heard that. And all of a sudden, the dude starts singing, and I realize he sounds exactly like Kronos. Exactly like Kronos. Like I had to look up to make sure that it wasn't Kronos, you know. And when I realized that, like I said, in track 4, by the end of track 4, Satan's Crypt, I went from thinking this is all right to this might be the pick of the week. This is freaking awesome, right? I started hearing it with like a different ear kind of thing, you know? Like for some reason, realizing that he sounded like Kronos just kind of like pieced it all together in my head, you know? And I loved it. So yeah, I recommend Hellcrash, Demonic Assassination. Did I mention I had to censor the cover a little bit? So yeah, great cover. Great release. Check it out. Last up, Malicious Entity, Wandering Phantoms of the Forest. I usually point. Blackened speed metal, one-man project from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. Now I look everybody up on the Metal Archives, and I see this is like their 3rd release of this year already, right? This is an EP. They've previously released an EP and a full length this year. So I thought, you know, the name doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head. I'm old. I'm 52. I forget things. I smoke too much. I forget things. So I look through my notes. You know, I keep notes. You know, I've switched from notebook to Google Docs, right? So much easier. Much easier. I searched for Malicious Entity and found out that I previously talked about their EP, their previous EP in week 1, and I recommended it. And then I talked about their full length week 4, and I passed on it. You know, all the stuff that I checked out that I'm not talking about, I passed on it, and it's on my blog, so you can still check it out, right? But yeah, I like this. And I'm thinking, here's the thing, if you check out Hellcrash, and you like Hellcrash, check out Malicious Entity, because it's same ballpark. You know what I'm saying? A little bit different, but it's decent stuff. You know, I liked it. I don't know what I didn't like about their full length. You know, maybe I'll go back. I don't have time to go back and check out things that I passed on, though, is the thing. It's just new music coming out nonstop. You know, so I don't know. I did like this. So check this out. That's it. That is it for the week in metal for week 12. More stuff coming at you. I won't go on. I mean, if you haven't checked out my last Storytime video, it's very popular. So yeah, check out my last video, Storytime, and, you know, let me know what you think. Anyway, see you next week. Probably sooner. I'll do something this week. I'm sure of it. So, see you soon.